Yo, 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 yo. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Let me get some thumbs up real quick if you can hear me loud and clear. It just started. We're going to let it brew. Yes, sir. Let it brew, let it brew, let it brew. Len, what's up with you, man? How you feeling? What's shaking, what's shaking, what's shaking? Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you. Lunchtime with the bullies. Big play, what up, man? What's good? What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Just got back from school, man. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Let me get some thumbs up if you can hear me loud and clear. What's going on, y'all? What's up with y'all? Petey, what's up, man? What's up, man? The homies is in the building, man. The homies is in the building. Okay. What's good from the 757? What's going on, man? Like I said, man, it's Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, man, are we being too hard on Nathan Gerry? Are we being too hard on Gerry? I got to ask this question because, I'm looking around the league at some of the guys that we let go. I'm looking at Sidney Jones, got the Jags secondary looking good. I'm looking at Rasul Douglas having his way. You know what I mean? Got the Panthers secondary looking good. I'm looking at a lot of stuff. Are we being too hard on Gerry, though? Can Gerry go somewhere else and do what those two guys did? What's going on, Ms. Stovall? Can Gerry go somewhere else and do that? These questions, these are questions that I like to ask myself. Can Gerry go somewhere else and do that? I don't understand, man. I don't understand this system because, listen, the jury is out, man. The tape is out on how to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. If you got an offense and you play the Eagles, I can tell you how to beat us. Now, there's dudes who get millions of dollars to come up with schemes and schematics and know this, that, no X, Y, and Z on how to beat the Philadelphia Eagles every week. But it's out. The tape is out. The tape is out on how to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Listen, this Ravens game is dangerous. This is a team who's capable of running a bunch of misdirections, which hurts our scheme. This team is capable of running a bunch of slants, which hurts our team. You know what I'm saying? The scheme is terrible. I mean, Nickel Roby-Coleman looks but we all know he's good. He's been good. It's not a thing of these players that we get coming to us and regressing. Listen, the scheme only fits one player. The scheme only fits Darius Slay. That's it. Nobody else can play in this scheme. And Darius Slay probably can adapt to multiple schemes because he's that good. But the scheme only fits one guy right now. It only fits one guy, Darius Slay, because he's used to being out there on the island. He welcomes a challenge like that. Some of these other guys might need their supporting cast. I think now listen, Nathan Gerry is buns. I'll be the first to say it. Nathan Gerry is buns, but the scheme ain't doing him no favors. Imagine if Jalen Mills went somewhere else. He'd be a dog. Jalen Mills would be a dog somewhere else. Cool Cat, what's up? Let me get to some of these some of you lovely people in the chat for this, mid-afternoon hour. You know what I'm saying? Ms. Stovall said, our coaches don't play to the players' strengths. Why do you think Douglas and Sidney are playing better? Exactly my point. Nephew, what's going on, Bashir Randall? Make sure y'all sub up Bashir. You know what I'm saying? Any given Sunday until Lamar run for a 40-yard touchdown and shake Gerry on the way. That's what I'm saying, man. I agree with you, man. I agree with you. And it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous that the scheme is so bad and we continue to still play this scheme. We don't change this scheme. Imagine getting paid the money that Jim Schwartz gets paid and being too prideful to change things up so you can have a better performance at your job. Now, I got a day job. I get evaluations. On my day job. And if my supervisor or my boss come to me and tell me I'm not doing something, if the results ain't good, you know what I'm saying? The results ain't been good for Jim Schwartz in the last 2 seasons. Something got to be changed. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Something got to be changed. Is Darius Slay going to play? Slay should be good. I didn't hear anything other. Might be nicked up, might have missed the practice, but that don't mean he ain't going to play. You know what I'm saying? Then on the last play of that game, you know what I mean? The last play of the game, you don't put Nathan Gerry in that position like that, man. Cool Eagle, thank you for the donation, bro. Thank you for the donation. I blame Schwartz more than Gerry. I'm kind of leaning towards that way as well. Slay is in concussion protocol. Oh, wow, I didn't know that. Wow, so with Slay being in concussion protocol, you know what I mean? What do we do? Where has Avonte Maddox been? Are we looking at, what's his name, Craig James? You know what I mean? Come on. The offense did enough to win that game. You know what I mean? I'm very disappointed in Zach Ertz because I feel like Zach Ertz quit on the team weeks ago. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to come at Zach Ertz' character, but Zach Ertz ain't been Zach Ertz since like week 2. You know what I mean? 3 games straight, we've got nothing out of Zach Ertz. Maddox is on IR. Darius Slay is in concussion protocol. That means Jalen Mills is going to continue to have to play corner. And you know Jalen Mills could get beat like a goddamn African drum at any given time. It's not looking good for the defensive side of the ball. The pressure is on the defensive front to get pressure on opposing quarterbacks. With how aggressive our defensive front is, it's easy to fool us with a jet sweep or something like that. Easy to fool us with a jet sweep. The only advantage I think we got going into this game on the defensive side of the ball is that Lamar himself is a little banged up. And they're trying to limit him running right now. A lot of this is coming down to the arm of Lamar Jackson. You know what I mean? I want Laurie to clean house. I mean, Laurie can clean house, but, you know, I don't think Doug needs to go. I think Schwartz definitely needs to go. I don't think, hold on, what my guy Silas say? I think fans back in the stadium, $7,500 for outdoor events and $3,500 for indoor events. Oh, I'm out. Let me start looking up tickets then. Let me start looking up tickets. I agree on Ertz. We could trade for a pick corner, big back, O-line. No, if we trade Zach Ertz, I need a 2nd-round pick and I need a linebacker. I don't want a corner. I don't want a big back. I want a linebacker. I want a linebacker that we could build this defense around. We act like 5-year-olds. when it comes to not adapting. We don't adapt. Somebody hit us with a hard right, and we continue to drop our left hand so we can keep getting hit with the same punch. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Don't do it. Rona's still out there. You're right. Rona is still out there. I agree. So I probably ain't gonna do it. You know what I mean? And it's ridiculous, man. At this point, that that we decide to not address the linebacker situation. Well, we tried, and this is the thing. The linebacker that we need might be right there. Come on, y'all seen Sean Bradley with 4 snaps, 2 solo tackles, and 1 tackle for a loss. How are you only getting 4 snaps? What is Jim Schwartz doing? Listen, in all honesty, Nathan Gerry might be a special teams player, and Sean Bradley might need to be where Nathan Gerry is. What's going on, man? Dilly Philly, what up? What's going on? When is Goddard coming back? We need him. We need Goddard to come back immediately. What's our record after these couple games? Listen, this is the last game of a difficult stretch for us. I said we had to win 2 games out of these last 3 that we just played. 2 games out of we're into the 3rd game. Now we had to win 2 games out of the San Francisco 49ers, the Baltimore Ravens, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I do believe we can beat the Baltimore Ravens. I believe we will beat the Baltimore Ravens. That's just not optimism. I thought we would beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, but you know what I'm saying? To keep it all the way 100, and I hate to even talk about referees and stuff like that, but some of the calls were just blatantly egregious. Some of the calls were just this disgusting. The pass interference on Slay, the pass interference on Mills, the lack of calling the offensive the illegal touching when Ertz was supposed to cut across the middle and Carson still threw the ball on time. Ertz wasn't able to make his break because he was hit. He was interfered with. You know what I'm saying? It was just ridiculous at that point. He was hit and interfered with. You got to call that. Now, I believe if Ertz really wanted to get there, he would have been able to sell the call. It would have been a harder collision, but Ertz ain't really even cut into the inside how he was supposed to. Hey, Mike Greer, thank you for the donation, bro. Ertz ran the route lazy. It's two people right now giving up on their teams, and their teams are counting on them in the NFL. From what I see, I don't see AJ Green giving 100%, and I don't see Zach Ertz giving 100%, bro. I've watched Zach Ertz for many years, and I know what 100% from Zach Ertz looks like. And this ain't it, dog. This ain't it. This ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Wow, I can't believe people want Ertz gone. Listen, I didn't want him gone at the beginning of the season. I said you had to find a way to pay him and Dallas Goedert. But right now, if you're not giving 100% and it's making your quarterback look bad, yeah, you might not got to be here, bro. You might not got to be here, bro. You know what I'm saying? You might not got to be here, man. It is what it is, man. I love Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz is one of my favorite Eagles. One of my favorite Eagles of all time. Probably the best tight end that the Eagles ever had. Love him to death. But if you're going to go out there and be lazy and have the rest of the team looking bad because you're not doing your part, come on. Come on, man. It don't make no sense. If it's not all about Zach Ertz, if Zach Ertz ain't the dominant pass catcher on the team, then he don't want to be a part of the team, it seemed like. How far can the Philadelphia Eagles go with your tight end being your best vertical threat? Don't make sense to me, man. Don't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? And he wants Kelsey and Kittle money. I agree. Trade Zach Ertz on a stud linebacker. Listen, give me a second and give me your best linebacker. You could have him. We'll be saving money, and the best linebacker will probably already be on a rookie deal still. We take a lot of that money off the books. We'll be able to, make sure that we keep guys like Travis Fulgham. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want Travis Fulgham to hit the free agent market after what he just did. You don't want him to hit the free agent market. It's a lot of guys that got to go. We might got to eat some of this money, but a lot of guys got to go. Deshaun Jackson or Alshon Jeffrey got to go. I'm not a fan of getting rid of both of them because we still got a young core, you know what I'm saying? But one of them can't be here with the amount of money that they make and the output on the games. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I can't really fault Alshon Jeffrey because an injury is an injury. But Deshaun Jackson barely did anything and he's out. What did he do to get injured? You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Trade Ertz to the Jaguars for Miles Jack. Miles Jack don't want that bag. Miles Jack don't want that bag. You know what I'm saying? You know who will give us what we want? I think the Patriots will give us a second and a third for Ertz. Let the young boys eat. We're going to get younger. We're going to get younger for real. Listen, man. Sean Bradley needs to be getting reps at the linebacker position. It's criminal right now. Criminal. 4 snaps, 2 tackles, and 1 tackle for a loss. Throw him in the fire. Throw Davion Teller out there. See, Davion Teller ran a 4.4. Davion Teller probably could have stayed with Chase Claypool. Probably could have stayed with him. We're not giving these dudes a chance. Desert Eagle, what's going on, brother? My guy, what's up with y'all, man? The Eagles fan base need to get better and believe in this team. Listen, man, I believe in the team. I'm one of the most optimistic Eagles content creators that you ever going to come across. But when you see coaches doing things like giving guys 4 snaps who have 2 tackles and a tackle for a loss, come on. It ain't about the team at this point, the team being led wrong. Now, you could blame Schwartz all you want, but the head coach is Doug. Doug need to be having that Excel spreadsheet out, bringing that to Schwartz' office. Like, listen, this is production that we got sitting on a bench. Production. Don't understand it, man. Don't understand. I'm tired of Nathan Gerry and Jim. Listen, I'm not even mad at Nathan Gerry. It's Jim Schwartz. Jim Schwartz. Somebody on that defense should have called the timeout when they saw Ben basically telling Chase Claypool. First, Ben told one of the wide receivers to run an out, to take the safety away. Ben made the play happen. Run the out, take that safety out the way. Chase, this coming to you. Right up the seam. Outrunning. Come on, bruh. Well, who's the defensive captain? Who's supposed to call a timeout right there? That's the linebackers' jobs, bruh. The linebackers are responsible for the communication. Call a timeout if you don't like it, bruh. That should have been a nickel formation, bruh. It should have been a nickel back on Chase, bruh. It's ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. And we got to sit here and we got to eat this and we got to digest this. You know what I'm saying? I think we're still in good shape, especially with the quarterback changes that's happening in the NFC East. We all know the horrific news. What's going on, Zay Green? We all heard the horrific news. Dak Prescott, compound fracture to the ankle, meaning the bone broke the skin. Similar to what happened to Alex Smith. Just very unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? You always want to play against the best, in my opinion, and Dak Prescott is the second best quarterback in the division. And I feel like that, Dak and Carson have good games every year. So you know what I mean? It's unfortunate. But also at the same time, the football team going through their own problems. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the Eagles are on track to go ahead and take this thing over. We got a lot of division games coming up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we could beat Arizona. I feel like we could beat the Browns. The only two games after this Baltimore game that I won't be 80% sold on us winning is probably the Packers and Seattle. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we could take care of business against the majority of the schedule coming up. We have to find the rhythm. And we're a second half team anyway. You know what I mean? We got to seize the moment for sure, because the Dallas Cowboys offense was scary with Dak Prescott, but at the same time, the defense was trash. So that means you had to be in a firefight to beat these guys. Now you might not have to be in a firefight. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, people out here that are making these memes and happy that Dak Prescott got hurt, I just don't think that's classy. Myself, I don't move like that because I just had a knee surgery. You know what I'm saying? I got homies who was in Afghanistan who hurt and never going to be the same again. So when you see things like that, when you see what I've seen in life, you don't make fun of guys, injuries and stuff like that. I think it's childish. I think it's tasteless. I wish the guy a speedy recovery. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to leave that at that. You know what I'm saying? We're going to leave that at that. Andy Dalton ain't winning this division. I don't believe it. Game of inches equal game of milliseconds. True. You are not beating the Ravens. I mean, listen, bro, I don't even know who you are. But we could beat anybody on our schedule, bro. If the defense show up, we could beat the Ravens. Lamar Jackson arm don't scare me, but our defense doesn't show up. We need Slade to get out of protocol ASAP. You know what I'm saying? We need Slade to get out of protocol ASAP. We can stop Jackson. He doesn't scare me. I feel the same way. But we're not going to take him light. We're not going to take Andy Dalton light either in these two meetings we got to see. We're not going to take none of these dudes light. Andy Dalton is Andy Dalton even as durable as Dak Prescott? How will Andy Dalton start to hold up when he starts taking hits? Can I ask you a question? What is Marty and Rich role for Carson Wentz? Nobody knows. It's a situation, in my opinion, to where it's too many chefs in the kitchen reading the same recipe. Too many chefs in the kitchen, bro. And they all want to be head chefs. It's ridiculous. Doug Peterson started that. This is a Doug Peterson-led ship. Doug Peterson don't even want nobody else calling the plays. It's a real selfish front office, if you ask me. Doug Peterson should focus on being the head coach and hiring good offensive coordinators to help take this offense to the next level, because his play calling sometimes is very iffy. LB, how do you feel about the Eagles allowing 7,500 fans? I feel like if you're going to go, it's at your own risk. Sometimes my eyes are bigger than reality. Sometimes I want something so bad that I just say, oh yeah, I'm gonna start looking at tickets. But the reality of the matter is this: listen, I got a newborn daughter. Corona is still out there, and I can't risk going around 7,500 people when I could watch the game at home this season. Yes, I've been to an Eagles game every season for many, many years. But at the same time, it's a pandemic still going on. So I see it like this. If you ain't got nothing to lose, you can go home and quarantine after the game for 14 days by yourself and not affect nobody's health. Have at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting until we get the all clear so I start going to events like that. Ravens will murder us. Defense is weak against the pass. Defense is weak against the pass, but I seen Lamar miss some good throws. Lamar missed some good throws last week in this game. You know what I mean? You wonder why Wentz ain't having a bad season no more, bro. Wentz ain't having a bad season no more. I want to correct that right now. I don't think Carson Wentz is having a bad season anymore. I think Carson Wentz is getting better every week, actually. The 2 interceptions that you saw last week was due to Zach Ertz not finishing his route and forcing the referees to call illegal contact. You got to damn near flop. You got to run it. You got to collide so hard with the defender that they have to make that call. Zach Ertz got bumped off after the fire. First of all, the call should have been made, period. You know what I mean? And then the other interception by Carson Wentz. He had to throw it up, Hail Mary, just to give his team some type of fight. You know what I'm saying? You wonder why Wentz is having a bad season statistically. He's the only quarterback without a starting receiver and an offensive coordinator. Carson Wentz is the only quarterback without starting receivers and an offensive coordinator. If that is true, I'm going to look that up. If that is true, I will be making a video about that. If Carson Wentz is the only starting quarterback in the NFL without an offensive coordinator, we have to start taking some control away from Doug Peterson, because that ain't helping. And you got to think about it. When we won our Super Bowl, Frank Wright was our offensive coordinator. I don't understand this. Is Doug Peterson getting two salaries, a head coach salary and an offensive coordinator salary? I don't get it. It's tempting to go to the game. Hey, Philly Talk Podcast, thank you for the donation, big guy, man. You're right, Mike. It's very tempting to go to the game, but you know what I'm saying? You got kids like I got kids. I know you don't want to get the Rona and bring it back home. But if you go, let me know how it was. Let me know how it was. You know what I'm saying? That's very interesting, though. That's interesting, though. If Carson Wentz is the only quarterback in the NFL, listen, that means that the front office is the real problem. The front office is the real problem. Period. You see the Houston Texans couldn't figure out how to win a game until they made a change in the front office. Romeo Cromwell, what is he, the oldest coach in the history of the NFL? Just won a game. Come on, man. I don't understand. I don't understand it. If that's the case, man, that's mind-boggling to me. But I'm gonna do a video about that. Doug got too much leeway. Doug got way too much leeway, especially if he's the only head coach calling the plays. I have a hard time believing that. I gotta look that up. Listen, as brilliant as Andy Reid is, Andy Reid don't even call all the plays. Got Airbnb. You know what I'm saying? Ertz is unhappy right now, but give him the bag. No, I'm not on to give Ertz the bag train anymore. I'm sorry. If you want the bag, you still got to play. If you say you want to finish your career out in Philadelphia, you still got to play. The bag will come to you. But giving up, the amount of plays that I've seen Zach Ertz give up on, in my opinion, in the last couple of weeks, I don't know, man. We could do without that type of diva attitude, bro. We could do without that, bro. I'll tell you that. There you go. Play like you want the bag. That's how that's supposed to go. Watch Russ roll out. Listen, teams that run reverses, jet sweeps, quick slants, misdirections, they will nail our head to the cross until we figure something out. I believe the defense takes a turn for the better once you start giving Sean Bradley more time. Once you start giving Kayvon Wallace more time, I believe we take a turn for the better. Will Parks should be coming back. Will Parks is a very, very young veteran. That's going to help us out. But I believe that the key is giving Sean Bradley more time. I'm telling you, man. With that amount of production and the lack of time to be on the field, it's ridiculous. It's basically like it's like playing basketball. You hit your first 4 threes. The coach pull you and don't put you back in. It's like, what? I don't get it, man. But make sure y'all like and subscribe. Official video coming later. I just wanted to touch base with y'all, man. You know, everybody working from home, so lunchtime with the bullies inside the truck is very scarce. So we got to find other times to do these things and make it happen, man. You know what I'm saying? Le'Veon Bell? No, I don't want Le'Veon Bell. We don't need a linebacker. If we're going to go and take on that Le'Veon Bell contract without addressing the linebacking core, we are tripping. Miles Sanders look good. Period. You know what I'm saying? Miles Sanders look good. I don't think you got to even bark down the Le'Veon Bell tree. Another guy who's quitting on a team that he took the money from? Le'Veon Bell took the money. He took the money. He was done with the Jets after 5 games. He took the bread. Once you take that money, you got to go out there and play, man. You got to go out there and play. He chased the money. He didn't want to take less money and go to a team that could win. There you have it. Le'Veon Bell already showed to be selfish, in my opinion. Well, I think then he helped hold out. But see, holding out helps you. Dak should have held out. But I think Le'Veon did it in a selfish way, but he was smart too. What if he would have got hurt? He'd be out the league. Doug is selfish. He wanted Frank right out because he wanted all the praise. Second string backup QB syndrome. He's on a power trip. That makes, yeah. Hey, I appreciate you, Silas, man. Thanks for the donation, bro. That's a good point. But official video coming later, man. I got an announcement for you guys. I got some limited pieces coming out. It's like 50 pieces, but very limited. I worked hard on them. I want to get it out to a couple of you guys, man. We got a lot to discuss, man. Keys to victory coming later on. If I don't get it out today, it'll be sometime this week. But yeah, man, yeah. The state of the defense seems to be crumbling while the offense is getting better. But let me know what you think in the comments, man. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share. We are on a quest to get to 14,000 subs, and we're going to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like Doug Peterson just said, man, on the Baltimore, man.